Здравствуйте. Hello and welcome again to Creative Slav. Today we are going to make, in celebration of American Independence Day, happy birthday, we're going to make some hamburgers, or in Russian it is called kotleta. This is quite a bit different than the normal ground beef you find in round patties at the grocery store that I stay clear away from. But for these, I have everything prepared, laid out for you so we can save some time. I have some pepper. I have salt, maslo, which is butter, chesnuk, which is garlic, paprika, which is paprika, chleb, bread, and toast. It's toasted. It's also the same word in English. And luk, which is cut up onions. And I do have some milk here. So what I do first is I take the toast and I toast it in the little toaster oven like this, and I cover it with butter and just powdered garlic, and then I chop it up and make it into small cubes. If you do not like to put the bread in your kotleta, then you are not Slavic. This is a necessary ingredient, according to my mother, who was born in Russia many years ago. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us, God rest her soul. But she passed on to me some of these recipes that I'm giving to you. So we take the bread and we cut it into cubes like this, and then we put it into our bowl. And in that I add milk. And again, we do not measure anything in Slavic cooking. I just add what looks good and press it down with the best utensil in Slavic cooking, which is the fork, and let that soak in a little bit. I also at this point may add in some egg. I just got liquid egg. I didn't buy a real egg because I find that we're not eating as many eggs right now. So you add a little bit of egg, like so, and you can choose to add the ingredients now or later. I'm going to add it in later. I take my ground beef and I just plop it in there, and on that I add some garlic. Again, I don't measure, I just take a whole bunch, some salt, a little scoop like that. Maybe 2 scoops because we are Slavic, we like our salt. Pepper. And a little bit more, I might as well use it all. And paprika. I think this must be a luxury item, the paprika, but I know my mom always added the paprika. And the other thing that you want to add is onions. I chop these up very small right now, and I mix that all in. Ideally, what you want to do is then you take your hand and you grind it. Now, some people might not want this and they'll put a glove on and everything, but we do not do that in Slavic cooking. We just use our hands. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure the heat will kill any germs that may be present. So put those in. If we had smell on this camera, you will sense the odors. How does that smell? I have my cameraman giving the thumbs up. On camera today, of course, is my son. He is 10 years old. He will be going in 5th grade next year. I'm very excited about that. It'll be the last year before elementary school, and then he's off to middle school. Oh, the other thing that we like to do in Slavic cooking with our eggs is to bread them. And I'm going to just go and see if I can get some bread from my pantry. Just one moment. And yes. So in the pantry, I decided one day to organize everything, and I put this all into little containers. Just have to wipe my hand. And just so things were organized, I'm going to just use this tray. Nothing's wrong with that. And these are Japanese breadcrumbs. They're not the best for the Russian cooking because, of course, Japan and Russia don't really get along very well. Little war they had about 120, 150 years ago. Anyway, We're going to add some oil, and I don't have the other breadcrumbs, so these will have to do. You add the oil, and then you mix it up with your hand, and ideally you want this to rest for about half an hour so that the smells can all soak up, and but we don't have time for that, so because it's way past lunchtime. You take about a handful like this. You can make them any size you want, and then you roll them, make them sort of flat like that, and then you just put it in the breadcrumbs, stick it in the fryer, and that's it. You let it cook on both sides till it's kind of brownish, and you can check the meat if it's ready. It takes about 15 minutes, not very long. And then you have your Russian kotleta. So bon appetit, please enjoy, and paka!